You've definitely traveled by car or bus before. And when you cross a bridge, you probably get a little annoyed at times. Wait, hold on, bear with me. I'll tell you why. It's because of those empty gaps every 100 to 150 feet. Whenever your tires roll over them, you hear that annoying thump-thump, thump-thump sound. Maybe you've even thought, man, if these gaps weren't here, emergency vehicles like police cars, wait, just kidding, like ambulances and fire trucks could get to where they need to go a little faster. But no, don't think like that at all. Why? Stick around with us, because today we're going to tell you exactly why these gaps are built into bridges. Imagine it's 1:30 a.m. You're driving home from a long trip. You're incredibly sleepy, but you're staying awake and driving carefully. The road is perfectly smooth, but suddenly you plunge straight into the river below. Were you driving drunk? No. The bridge ahead had literally collapsed 70 feet into the water, and there wasn't even a warning sign to tell you about the danger ahead. This actually happened on June 28, 1983, in Greenwich, Connecticut, USA. A 100-foot-long suspended section of the Interstate 95 highway bridge over the Mianus River collapsed between Piers 20 and 21, plunging 70 feet into the river. 2 semi-trucks and 2 cars fell into the gap. Sadly, 3 people lost their lives, and 3 others were seriously injured. This bridge used a mechanism called a pin and hanger assembly. Let's look at it closely. Picture 2 giant steel fingers interlocking with each other, so the bridge can move slightly when the temperature changes. But over time, water and road salt started filling those joints. The steel rusted from the inside out, causing the pin to shift out of place. And, well, you already know the disaster that followed. Let's look at this in a simpler way. You've probably had a toothache before, right? Of course you have. You go to the dentist, they give you a filling, and then they tell you not to eat or drink anything too hot or too cold. Why? Because the filling expands in the heat and contracts in the cold.
Steel and concrete work the exact same way. They expand in the summer and contract in the winter. Now, you might think, well, I've never seen a bridge expand, but during peak summer, a 300-foot steel bridge can expand by nearly 4 inches. You might wonder, what's the big deal? And if you didn't wonder, that's your fault. It sounds like a tiny amount, but if a bridge is 1,500 feet long, that expansion jumps to 20 inches. Do the math. If you don't give it room to expand, the internal stress builds up, and the structure will literally crack and fracture. When gaps do their job. Right now, let's look at what happens when these gaps actually do their job. On July 4th, 2015, in Manchester, England, extreme summer heat caused the Barton Road Swing Bridge, which originally opened on January 1st, 1894, to get so hot that it got jammed in the open position. Firefighters had to be called in to spray cold water all over it. As soon as the metal cooled down, the bridge went back to normal. A similar event happened in Chicago in 2007 during a severe heat wave. The bridges over the river opened up to let ships pass through, but they couldn't close back down. City officials said it was simple physics. The locking systems literally couldn't fit back into place because the metal had swollen. This is exactly why these gaps exist, to give the bridge room to breathe, expand, and contract. If that space isn't there, you'll either have to call the fire department to cool it down, or worse, face a massive catastrophe. You guys are smart. You get what I'm saying. The Pittsburgh crash. On January 28, 2022, history repeated itself in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, with the Fern Hollow Bridge. There were 6 vehicles on or near the bridge when it suddenly collapsed 100 feet down into a park, injuring 4 people. NTSB investigators found that water and debris had continuously clogged the tie plates on the southwest side of the bridge, causing severe rust and structural damage. Inspectors had warned about it multiple times, but the city administration failed to act on those warnings. Different countries, same science. You might think that different countries, like the US, Canada, India, the UK, or Australia, have completely different bridge building rules since their climates are so diverse. But the physics of steel expansion is exactly the same in the scorching heat of India as it is in the freezing cold of Canada. The only difference is the temperature range. In the UK, they use special asphaltic plug joints. In India, engineers have to design bridges to handle extreme summer heat, winter cold, and in many regions, earthquakes all at once. In fact, a bridge built near Jammu uses an advanced expansion joint that can handle movement in every single direction. Every country is different, but the science is identical. And when the engineering fails, the tragic results are exactly the same. The unsung heroes of engineering. So, how do these gaps actually work? Engineers divide these expansion joints into three main categories. 1. Small movement. 2. Medium movement. 3. Large movement. Small joints handle up to about 1.7 inches of expansion. These usually feature a rubber compression seal that is tightly squeezed into place so it constantly pushes outward, keeping the gap completely sealed from water and debris. Medium joints handle movements between 1.7 and 5 inches. These use a V-shaped rubber strip called a strip seal, which opens and closes smoothly as the bridge expands and contracts. Large joints handle movements greater than 5 inches. These often use finger joints, which look like massive interlocking steel fingers. Some modern designs even use sinus plates, which reduce that annoying tire noise by up to 80%. Because, let's be honest, nobody likes that thump-thump sound. But hey, that annoying sound is a whole lot better than a bridge collapsing under you. Over time, these gaps can get clogged with dirt, damaged by snowplows, or rusted out by trapped water. That's why regular maintenance and inspections are absolutely critical. So, I hope you all now understand just how important that little tiny gap on the road really is. If you learned something new today, let me know down in the comments. If I missed anything or got something wrong, let me know so I can fix it next time, inshallah. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Go ahead and click it. I'll keep bringing you informative videos just like this one. Thanks for watching.